Hey y'all.
Hey.
Why is you looking at me?
I'm looking at y'all. Aren't you guys doing?
Alright, so here's my thing I want to bring up. Not that this happened to me recently, but
Dum dum dum.
but it has happened to me in the past, and I think, ladies, fellas, this has happened to you at one point as well. So Camino and I are gonna reenact something, and it's I think she's a really, really good example of how to handle this situation if it ever happens. And I can't wait for this to ever happen to me so I can do this, because this is some good work right here. It's talented. So you're chilling, minding your business. You get a phone call.
You should have called me for real.
Hello? 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 Hang up. So you like, who the fuck is playing on my phone? Because that's usually what they do.
Right.
So here's the scenario. Oh, look at that.
Ignore.
Alright. So you get a phone call and it's some bitch or some dude asking, are you messing with your girlfriend or their boyfriend? So let's say you meet somebody, y'all been kicking it, and then their significant other calls you and tries to check you, like, why is my man calling you? Why is my girl calling you? Whoopty whoop. And you like, I ain't got nothing to do with your situation at home. Like, they approach me, we're talking, like, fuck out of here.
Right.
So I tend to get a little bit irate and cut your throat out type of feeling.
Slice.
Yeah, slice, rip your face out. And Camino, on the other hand, has a different approach. Right. And I kind of like this approach because it's a mental thing. And to mess with somebody mentally, I think is 1,000 times better than physically.
Yeah, she always oofs you mentally.
Yeah.
Even if you're her friend.
Like raw dog.
Like you have to have your phone on Google to have a conversation
Wikipedia.
with her. Seriously, dictionary.
Yeah, see, lying.
Know that again.
Exactly.
Marcus Booker. You are known on Facebook. I would appreciate your comments now.
You gotta be on Google Earth Maps for her. Everything. Everything.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I like this approach. It keeps people out of jail. Mm-hmm. It keeps you from doing something you may regret. Mm-hmm. And I just think it's a wonderful tactic. So we're gonna do it. I'm gonna be the person, the significant other who found Camino's number in my man's pocket. Okay. And I'm checking her real fast. Like, don't be calling my man, da 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 da.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Would you like a phone?
Sure. There you go. You can always go for an iPhone.
Okay. and here it is. Ring.
Hello.
May I speak to Camino? Who's calling? May I speak to Camino? This is Camino. Who's calling? Okay, well, you don't need to know who I am, but I found your number in my man's pocket, and I seen your number pop up on his phone the other night. So I kind of want to know who this, like, what is it? How do you know him? Why are you calling him?
I'm calling him because he gave me his phone number. How I know him, I just know him.
Well, I'm going to need you not to call him. I'm going to need you not to talk to him. And I'm going to need you to lose his number. And I'm going to need you not to call here anymore. Is that understood? Do you understand me? I don't know who you are, where he met you at, but don't call here no more. That's my man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Now, am I calling the house phone or his cell phone? Because you're saying don't call here, and it's my understanding that I was calling his cell phone.
You are calling his cell phone, which he lives with me, so technically you're calling my house.
Oh, okay. Technically. Even though he doesn't have to be at home, because when I met him, he wasn't at home.
Oh!
Okay, first of all, wherever the fuck you met him, you little groupie, okay? That's not even the point right now. I'm telling you, I'm coming at you as a woman. Right. And I'm going to need you to respect that. All right? He has a family, he has a home, and it's with me, and I'm going to need you not to call here anymore. Is that understood?
That's fine. I won't call there or his cell phone or wherever it may be anymore. But what if he calls me? gonna tell him to stop calling me as well? Like, I'm just curious. Like, you don't want me to talk to him, but if he calls me, am I supposed to ignore his phone calls? Do I need to have this conversation with him? Yeah, your baby mama, whatever.
First of all, I'm not just his baby mama. I'm his fiance.
Okay.
We've been engaged for. Don't worry about it. We're engaged.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry this man.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry him. So he's not gonna call you.
Okay.
Me and him have had this conversation. Trust, he's good. Okay? He has no need to call you. He never needed to call you in the first place. And I saw you calling him. He was calling you back because you had some stalker groupie shit. Calling him at 2 o'clock in the morning. Really?
Well, he told me that was the best time to call. That's when he gets away from you.
Ooh.
I guess.
That's when he's at work.
Oh, over there at the PepsiCo company?
Making money for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, no problem.
All right.
I got you. Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling. I swear to God, if I see you on the street, I'm whooping your ass.
Okay.
Because I know where you be at.
Okay.
All right?
Right, where your man be at. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So do you call her back and say where your man is at? You don't call her back? Let me
Just listen. There's no talking but as you see how she handled it, if you were ever in a Camino situation, she aggravated me. Okay? I called to piss her off and check her, and I'm the one in turn that got pissed off and aggravated. So, ladies, gentlemen, if this ever happens to you, those comments, he called me, am I calling his house, that's when he gets away from you. Those are excellent things to say to a motherfucker who thinks they're going to check you on their man, because she kind of checked me to say, hey, yeah, he's at work, but yeah, no, he's calling me. So, yeah, he's in your house, but he's calling me. You might want to have this conversation with him and never call me again. That's my point, okay? Don't call me. You need to check whoever you're with, because they're the issue. Yeah, we're not in a relationship.
Totally
you and that person are, so you need to have that whole what the fuck instead of picking up the phone and dialing my motherfucking number, because you ain't gonna get nowhere. And if it does happen to me, it's gonna be a problem.
Totally agree. I totally agree. I think Camino handled it perfectly.
Did you see how she remained calm?
Yeah.
She didn't scream. I was screaming.
Yeah, and if I was talking to her and I found her number, or on the other way around, if it was a guy and he acted like her, I would say, give me your address. Meet me somewhere so I can bring you this ass whooping. Don't. Or, you know what? Don't even give me your number, because I'm going to stalk your motherfucking ass. And I'm going to find you.
Oh,
I'm going to Google your phone number.
Not a stalker.
And then, yes, a stalker. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to rip on you.
Why does the other man or woman have to be the one that gets whooped on?
Well, that's the point. See, that's the point.
Yeah.
You have nothing to do with this. That's what I'm trying to tell people. You can't be trying to come after this person who has done nothing.
And you're right, and you should check your man, but if this person gets stupid, then they deserve a stupid ass whooping. I'm sorry for cussing, because I can get real sensitive. And I get real, But anyway, stalkers. No, back up. Stalkers. So let's talk about stalkers.
Stalkers. What do you do with a stalker? Okay. What's a stalker? Yeah, let's define a stalker. A stalker is someone who insists on seeing you, calling you, communicating with you, when you have made it abundantly clear you don't want to talk to him or her.
Mm-hmm.
They take it upon themselves to show up at your job, to show up at your house, to show up at locations they think you're going to be at, to contact your friends perhaps, to email you, to text you, to fax you,
to leave notes on your car,
on your door, send messages through other people that may know you. That's the definition of a stalker. How do you get stalkers, you may ask? Well, if you have some good ish, I'm just saying.
No, honey.
Stalking,
I'm just saying.
and a stalker has nothing to do with the person that they're stalking.
It's a mental issue. It has to do with the person.
I mean, but sometimes you can get addicted to somebody. and you just can't get enough of it.
Girl! Boom!
And you gotta like your mind
nothing to do
like,
with
damn,
no, it has nothing to do with that.
What about that?
No, either one of those can be taken up with another person because another woman got just the same thing, just like you. You don't know what they can do. They can probably do a freaking spin on it. Can you?
I spin, flip.
No.
She's like one of those Hanukkah.
Ondulate?
No, Jewish top toys.
Oh, yeah.
With her bits on it.
Nah, that's way too much advertisement for you.
So anyway, that's what I'm just saying. That's another way to get a stalker when you just like putting it, bam, and then they just like I got to see it. So is this about the person being stalker? Or is it about the stalker?
How to get rid of the stalker?
Okay, how to get rid of the stalker. Number one. What is number one?
Stop taking their phone calls.
Stop taking their phone calls.
Don't communicate with them at all whatsoever. If you get a phone call or a text message, don't answer, don't respond. If you get an email, don't click reply. Not even to say, leave me alone. I hate you.
So when does it stop?
It will eventually.
So do you have to change your number? Do you have to move?
Sometimes.
Do you have to do like really?
Sometimes.
How about you tell this motherfucker if you come near me?
No. See, that's going kind of back to that I found your number thing. Getting angry
And ghetto?
feeds into
A stalker?
yes.
Really?
Yes.
So you're telling me they thrive off of that?
They thrive off the attention that you're giving them. Even if it's angry attention, you're still paying them attention, which means you must care.
No, I care about me and you leaving me the fuck alone.
I know. But they think you care about them and talking to them. So you're going to bark on them, and that's because you want to talk to them.
So if I say I will rip your face off, you think I care about you?
Yes. That means you want to grab my face,
Oh, God.
No, seriously. Stalkers, like, have issues. And
Yeah.
It's...
And stalkers can be very dangerous. And see, the problem is how a stalker starts is when a person tends to lead them on, tries to be nice to them, and figure this is the best route to still end up as friends.
But that's probably before you even know that person has stalker potential.
Yeah.
You have to know someone
that's
to
what
be
I'm
hiding
saying.
in your bushes
And
pop out, tapping your phone.
And when that happens, then you should be scared.
Yeah, I know you should be, but you never being nice happens before you get scared.
Okay.
So yeah, you're nice to them, and it does probably make them feel like, well, I can push the boundaries a little bit more. But you should be nice to a person just because you're not dating anymore, or you're not in a romantic relationship, married, whatever, doesn't mean that you should be an asshole. So you're nice. They take advantage of that niceness. They start stalking you. Should you still be nice?
No. That's when you got to get defensive.
And what do?
Restraining orders.
Restraining orders, change your phone number.
Get a pit bull.
Now, I've heard some people tell me that they wouldn't change their phone number because so many people have their number.
But they can block them, right? They can block
Yeah, you
that
can
number
block
from
one
calling.
particular number.
So
but they can call from other numbers.
Yeah, they call you from work, their mama house, their friends.
I would just say eventually just be careful if you do have a stalker because it could lead into things because you have had situations where men and women go crazy on their
Look at
lovers.
the Jennifer Hudson situation. That was some type of domestic dispute or whatever, and everyone thought, oh, it's just them, it's just him, he's angry, he's whatever.
He's in love.
Yeah, he came in and killed everyone. So I think that's the thing you have to keep in mind. Your safety is always first. So if you feel like this person could potentially hurt me, then you need to take whatever precautions you need to take to make sure that you're safe at the end of the day. Damn, I was gonna say something.
Yep.
I can't remember what.
And then on that note, again, we want to welcome back Marie.
Damn.
And you can reach us on YouTube and on Facebook at Good Bad Fab 3.
At gmail.com.
Yep. And then you can also email us at goodbadfab3@gmail.com. And on that note,
so she can't climb Bonniest, fly walls down and fly halls. Come to the master son, leave every piece in the master hall. All money, tied and not stand over there. That's why I make it happen on blocks. Brazil,
alright, bye y'all.
leather, playing the field, trying to outslick the rhetoric.